in your 20s, if somebody asks you to go to like a music festival or something, you just say yes.
Oh yeah,
And
you
then
don't
in your
care.
30s, when somebody asks you to go to a music festival, you go, "What are the arrangements?"
Yes.
And then you will say yes. And then in your 40s and over, if somebody asks you to go to a music
Is it
festival,
VIP?
you're like,
I'm
"Is
a-
it VIP?"
Yeah. I'm not gonna
How
hang
comfortable
out.
will I be?
Yeah, that's
so
right.
that's
I'm
the
not
worst.
hanging with.
That
I'm
is
not
the-
hanging with the commoners.
Hey, it's standby time with JJ and Francisco. Here we go. How you doing, Francisco?
I'm good, man. I'm looking forward to listen to your Nova Scotians thins. What is it called?
Donairs is what we were going to talk about. So
Yeah,
this
like
is part
food.
2, like
This
we
is
told
'cause-
you guys about.
Because
And
we wanted to talk about we didn't get the chance to talk about the travel stuff. Because I also wanted to, first of
Yeah.
all, before we start, like, what's one quick thing that you learned during this whole traveling thing? Because you haven't been traveling for a while. Like, did you learn anything new about traveling? That was
that's a good question. I don't think I did. I learned that my suitcase is just as messy on the hotel floor. I still don't. Do you unpack when you get to a place?
it depends how long I'm gonna take. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If
I
I'm
just-
like
I just
1 day or
don't.
2 days, no. But like if
Yeah.
You were there for 3 weeks. You
I
didn't
just-
unpack.
I
You
just
didn't
don't-
unpack at
well,
all?
yeah, and I was in different destinations
True,
and
yeah.
stuff. But no, and I just unfold the suitcase on the floor.
That's fair.
I'm just a suitcase.
oh,
on
you
the
just throw
floor
your
guy.
shit on the floor?
No, I just
No, you keep it-
unfold.
yeah.
I unfold the suitcase on the floor.
Oh, yeah,
So I
that's
just
fine.
open the suitcase.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't usually
And
I don't
dirty-
use the closets really. Like,
Yeah.
No,
I don't-
unless if I have like something I don't want to wrinkle.
unless it's a
Yeah.
suit or something.
Because
yeah.
you know why too? Because you forget shit in the closet.
I've done that.
You always forget shit
Absolutely.
in the closet. So I just leave everything out on the floor. Dirty laundry goes in the corner.
Yeah.
I just chuck the dirty laundry in the corner of the room, and then the suitcase is there just to be walked
Now,
around.
do you
and
clean
looked
your
at.
room when you leave your hotel, or like,
No.
yeah, don't you feel that's disgusting? Like people are gonna like.
Don't they?
I feel like I like to keep it not like clean, but like organized, so like the person that comes clean doesn't be like, oh, look at this. This guy is clean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't want people to be
Wow,
like
that's-
this disgusting guy.
That's so thoughtful of you.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
how messy are you? Must
Yeah,
not,
like, do
leave
you
it
like
really
just what,
messy?
like-
Well, I don't think I would leave like incriminating things. Like I won't leave like a condom hanging from the lamp
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
Not that a condom, and I don't know why I picked that as an example.
Yeah,
to-
why would
to
you
be honest,
pick
but-
that?
Well, you know what it's like after you've been in a hotel for 2 days. Condoms are hanging
no,
from the lamp.
not at all.
Oh, you don't get
What is
condom.
this, boogie night?
I always roll over and take the condom and go, watch me hang this from the lamp. It always impresses.
But what,
Anyway.
like if you got like food, you'll leave like the I get
Yeah,
that.
I'll leave the
like,
food in the.
But
trash
do you don't
can
throw
and-
in the trash can? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
don't
about
leave
like
it
a
under the
little.
pillow.
I'm talking about like a little organized, not like crumbs all over, like shit all over. Like, do you
Yeah.
do that like a rock star? You know what I mean? Like,
No, I think I mean I pull the sheets off the bed for the housekeeper to have
Oh, wow,
an
I've
easier
never
oh
time.
well,
done that.
that's even.
That's-
yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's
good.
impressive.
So I
Impressive.
do that.
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
I do that, and then but I'm not gonna tidy up after myself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't concern
Yeah.
myself like that
Yeah.
deeply with
No,
it.
no. I mean, I'm not talking about like cleaning, but like just keep it a little nicer so people go like, oh, okay, like not disgusting. That's what I
Right.
mean. Because I felt like you were saying like you were throwing shit all over, and then you just, you know.
Well,
condoms everywhere.
Yeah.
well, I do destroy. I mean, we've debated about this before because I eat
Yeah,
on the
you eat on the
bed and
bed.
all that kind of stuff.
No, that's
I
fine.
love
But
getting
like
a
as soon as
takeaway
you,
and eating it
but
on the
like you
bed.
leave, like you don't leave crap in the bed.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I leave crap.
He's not
I mean, you
Curious.
just leave
I don't know.
condoms.
I did
so-
have a baby's diaper under my hotel bed.
What?
In
What?
Hawaii? Yeah,
Some- obviously
in
someone else's
Honolulu.
baby.
When we were doing shows in Honolulu, I had under the bed. I had a diaper,
Was it used?
and it was used. It was full. It
Ew.
was used, and it was sitting there, Lion King pattern or whatever. And
Ugh.
when I called down, you
Ew.
should have seen when I called down. I had just checked in as well, and I called down.
And did you what? How did you find that out?
Because I saw it under there.
Wait, you just check your bed under the bed as soon as you check in?
For
I don't remember
monsters.
what made me
For
check,
monsters.
but I
For
think,
monsters.
but I don't remember what made me check. But I
But it
think
didn't
I did my
stink.
usual thing. I put down. I don't remember the smell more than I just remember it being grossed out. But yeah, it smelled a little bit. You know, it didn't
Ugh.
wasn't an overpowering.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
baby-
who does that? What the fuck? Like, throw it in the trash.
Yeah, who would
Like, that's
there,
my thing.
That's, a
That's
good
what I'm
point,
trying to
yes,
say, like,
okay.
If you leave,
Yeah.
like grab the thing, throw it in the trash. Like, don't, like, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is definitely true. And so when I called down too, I just checked in, And I was like, can you send somebody up? There's to get the baby diaper under here. And initially, the woman answering it went, "Sir, it's not our responsibility to come and collect the diapers from you." And
No, they thought it was
I
yours.
was going, hold on, you saw me check in like 10 minutes ago. Do you think I was hiding a baby in my suitcase or some shit?
No,
Or
she
worse,
thought it
Get
was
up
your
here and
diaper.
Get this
Yeah, I was
fucking
gonna say,
diaper
It
out
was
of my
your
room.
diaper, which was weird because
Yeah.
it's like you use diapers and you use baby size diapers. You don't use like the big
An
like
adult
the
diaper.
adult diapers. You use the
That's
like
right,
a
I
little
have a
thong of a
preference.
like
I
he likes a little he's like I'm not gonna I may be old but I'm not going. It's like a
I
very
may be old. I'm just getting ready for my twilight years. I like the pull-up
no,
ones.
like I could see that somebody that doesn't that's still like I could say is like you need to use diapers and you're like but you're still like I'm not that old to be using diapers. It's like all right, use baby diapers. You know?
Or it's a really specific kink he
Yeah.
has, or so.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
God.
Yeah. So yeah, I would never go that far when I'm leaving a hotel room. But for the most part, I use the hotel room well.
All right.
You know.
All right. So tell me about this donaire.
You want to hear about the donaire? So this is our food from Halifax.
Okay.
Which I didn't realize how excited everybody gets when you try. I don't know if when you go to the places that you travel to and you run into old friends, they always want to.
Yeah, they always want to give you the stuff that's there.
To have that, because my old friends, I don't remember us liking donaires this much when I used to live there. But whenever I'd run into a friend, and they were very much like, "We got to get a donaire some night. Let's get a donaire."
What is that a new thing?
And it's not new. It's
Oh.
Halifax has always had its own kind of donaire.
But what is
It's
it? You
got-
haven't explained what
Basically,
it is.
it's like a doner kebab, but it's
Like
got
a what?
like a doner kebab, like a
Like a kebab. Like a
yeah.
chicken kebab.
No. Don't you have donor meat? Donor meat?
I don't know what you're talking about. It-
Like-
I've never heard
Oh,
of that.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, it's spelled DONER.
Oh, it looks like
in the-
mayo.
Yeah, I don't
There we
even know
go.
what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't
this
know
looks
what
like
donor
mayo.
is.
Well, it's so a shish. It's like
A shish
You know
kebab?
when you got the big honk of meat,
Yeah, like the
you
Mediterranean.
know, and you shave it
yeah,
off.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you call that? You don't
I
call it donor?
I don't know what it's called.
Okay, I thought it was
Just a meat
okay.
thing.
Okay, now that you know it's the
Just
meat
a
thing.
meat
Okay,
thing.
so you got
For the Mediterranean places.
right. So you get the meat thing,
Yeah, you shave it off. Yeah.
and ours comes with a sugary sauce. It's like
Oh.
sweetened condensed milk, garlic.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what you want with sweetened.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's sweet garlic, vinegar, and it's all gets thickened up. Yeah, I know. Look.
Now I know why you're wearing a baby diaper.
And
That shit makes you shit.
yeah, and basically, but yeah. So and it's actually quite delicious.
So what
You
is
know,
so
I
is
mean,
the
it looks
meat
good.
It's like sugar meat,
is so,
basically. It's
so
like
is
a
it-
sugar
but is
sauce on doner meat.
so is the meat with the sauce?
Yes,
Okay.
meat with the sauce. You can get the sugary sauce separate.
Yes,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
want,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just have the doner meat.
Okay.
I mean, this
And we
picture
spell it
looks like it's-
DONAIR.
Looks like it's
E.
cum on a pita, but
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
and it
it's
comes
a
in- it
it's a
comes on a
pita.
pita.
Yeah,
It's-
it's a Mediterranean food.
All of our
It's a
food,
shawarma.
our
shawarma.
our food is very hybrid. Like, oh,
Is
it's the
it?
sauce
It's a
that makes
shawarma.
it. It's the
Okay.
sugar sauce that makes it.
It's a shawarma.
You know.
it does
It's,
look good though.
Yeah, and it ends up being really tasty. I couldn't believe how many of my friends, though, every time I'm out with them, are like, "We got to get donairs while you're back." And I'm
Seems
like,
like a drunk food,
"It
right?
wasn't."
Yeah,
it's
that's
ve-
definitely
Seems
like
like
a
a
drunk
2
food.
It's
a.m.
very
great
much
meal.
a
It's
late
like in
night.
Venezuela with arepas. It's like I mean, you can have it for breakfast, but you also like
Yeah.
after you go out partying, like
Yeah.
that's great to eat. When
Soaks
you're,
Yeah.
up all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
soaks up. Yeah.
So, and it's legit. And like, it's not. I googled Halifax donair. Everybody Google East Coast Canada donairs. You've seen like Guy Fieri's done a piece on it.
Oh,
It was
wow.
on his show. He was I think he was in Ottawa though when they were doing it, but it was a place that had East Coast
Okay.
donairs and stuff. So it's a well-known thing. But I think everybody tries to do their own things because we got a county in Nova Scotia called Pictou, and they have their own pizza. So they're trying to get in there, like with Boston and New York, they have Pictou pizza, which is like an extra brown sauce with I think salami pounded into the sauce and stuff.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
everybody claims their own little local
All right.
thing, and I think we get carried the further east and obscure you go. In
Well,
Canada,
I think
the
that's
more-
just. I think that's the thing that
obscure.
like any like towns that will do just to, I guess just for boredom. I don't know. Like, am I right?
Well, I think it's for tourism, isn't it?
Or
It's for
tourism,
it's
I'm
to
like,
capitalize
yes.
on the whole
Just to
like,
have something to
angle,
be like, hey,
and
you
then-
gotta have the apple, for
Yeah.
the apple pie. You know, it's kind of like, all
Yeah.
right, grandma.
Whatever grows there. or
Yeah, whatever grow you
whatever's
make
there,
it, and
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you gotta try the honey. You know,
And
so-
I guess because we're
Yeah.
big for seafood, we're obviously big for scallops and lobster in Canada, but you're not gonna get that late at night. Nobody's
yeah,
getting
no.
shit faced and going, I gotta get that 4
Gotta get
a.m.
that
lobster
Which,
roll.
by the way, I saw you that you were like putting like those live lobsters in
Yeah.
Instagram. That's not a
Yeah.
good move.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
like that's
I'm-
animal cruelty.
yeah, I've heard that.
Plus, I don't
before.
like
Wait,
that
wait,
either.
what
Like,
is?
I don't like he
Well,
was
we
cooking
boil
lobster,
lobsters.
but he's throwing it in like live. You know how they
How
do.
else do you do it?
You tap on the nose. Yeah, see,
Don't you
that's
kill
just
them
it.
first?
No, you tap. They go to sleep. You can tap them on the
They
nose.
tap it.
But also,
yeah.
yeah, and also you just plug them in and boil them for fuck's sake. Just go.
Yeah.
But
in.
like,
You
but
just
like, I
boil
want them like they're suffering.
They're not really.
Yeah, how do you
they
know?
pass out.
I mean, if you eat a
Science.
burger, a
Yeah, no,
cow
but, like,
suffered.
Yeah, but like I'm not like I'm talking about like the actual like kill it first and then cook it, but don't like
Yeah, but it's,
boil it like you're burning the person alive and now you're gonna eat it afterwards.
no, they go to sleep. So they
What,
die
what
in
the
their
fuck?
sleep.
They get tired.
What are you
know?
fucking?
It's
Yeah.
Are you fucking Chris Angel?
But also, yes, that's what we do. You can tap on the nose and it stuns them and puts them to sleep, and then you can boil it. But also, if you
But
kill
when
them,
but if you're asleep and then you get
Just
into
to-
hot water, you wake up.
yeah, but you're a human being.
Let's see.
But a lobster is a being.
The lobster is a being. Yes,
Yeah.
it is a being. But it's
Why don't
not-
you just kill it first and then boil it?
because that poisons the meat. You can't do that.
Oh,
If you
okay,
do that,
okay,
you have to boil it really quick because that's I think the more whatever you want to call it. I think it's insane, but they got this system of stabbing it through the head. Right,
Mhm.
you do that and then throw it in the water. You got to do it really
Wow.
quickly.
You
though,
got it.
because if you, yeah, you
Yeah,
can't.
they know.
It's like eating dead meat. You know, you can't have. It's got to
What are
be.
you talking about?
Like you can't kill something, and then let all the poisons and
I mean, if you leave it there for like hours, you're cooking
Yeah.
it right there.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
And I think that's the
You're not killing it and leaving it for like 2 days and then cook it.
yeah. You can't leave it for 2 days, but I think with lobster you can't leave it for long at
Dang,
all.
this
You
website
can't.
says you can freeze it before you boil it. That seems cruel too, right?
See,
Yeah,
but
that's-
that'll
that's
put them to
even
sleep
more-
as well.
will
I
it?
think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Of
I think that
course,
puts
you're
them to sleep,
frozen.
too.
I mean, this whole put into sleep. I mean,
Lobster warrior.
is this how you kill? I feel
Either
like
way, they're delicious.
I feel like I
Either way,
Jake-
they're delicious. Next thing you know, the guy will want to have a funeral.
this
for
how
him.
this is how JJ kills people. Like, let's just put him to sleep.
Let's put them to sleep.
Yeah,
real quick,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then-
He just went to sleep.
Yeah, you just put him to
Yeah.
sleep. That's
Did
what
you
happened
have-
to that lady who passed out.
Did you have lobster when you
But
went back?
yes, I guess that's where the question came from. Yeah, we had a big lobster feast. That's right, because
Oh,
that's why
yeah.
you saw on Instagram. Yeah, we get the big boiling tub in the
Yeah.
driveway and stuff, and
Whoa.
it's a proper Nova Scotian welcome, really, to come all the way home. And so we had about 18 lobster and just a big family. Like as I said, my family was all in town from
Yeah,
all over
yeah, yeah.
Canada for a funeral, and and we had this big lobster feast, which was just. It's like seems to be like a tradition when I come home, which is great. You know, we had mussels in there as well, so we put mussels in and cook up some scallops and
Nice.
have the lobster in there.
That's good. That's
And,
fun.
Sounds
and
great.
because we're cruel, we just kill 'em. Did you know that lobster used to be poor people food? So this still blows my mom away. My mom's
Yeah, but I mean, oh yeah,
when she
because now it's like rich people food.
yeah, rich
Yeah.
people like it now, but when my mom was growing up,
Everybody likes
it was poor people food. So when my mom had lobster sandwiches at school, she used to get mocked.
Whoa.
So my mom would be like, "Yeah, the kids with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or whatever, they would make fun of the people with lobster
Really?
sandwiches because it was poor people food."
That's hilarious.
And so it's only in the it's like since the boomer. So that would be the boomer generation. It was like
Well, I think it's
but
also
when
because
they
you
were
live.
kids, when they were school kids. So it all changed in the 80s, basically
Ah, got
70s,
it.
80s.
It's also because it's pretty popular. If you're like also like if you're in a place where that's a popular thing,
Yeah,
you
if
know,
it's
that's
abundant
then
there.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be poor people stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
but-
when you go home to family, now either home, you tell me, you can pick what home or what your destination would be, because I don't know if
I
you
don't
would
have a
go to-
home anymore.
I don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, well, I just mean
I
that-
really don't like. No, I really don't like have a. I mean, no, I guess Venezuela, but like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's where my mom is right now, and but I
Yeah,
haven't been
I
there
guess-
in a while.
because I guess you are the
Yeah. So, there's old people, pool peoples.
Right. Okay, if you did have a family situation though, and you had to travel to it, like, or say there was a reason why you go back to Venezuela someday, what would be the food that they would welcome you back with?
You
What
know,
would they-
Venezuela
what would
is
they-
it's interesting because there's no like. I mean, there's the main stuff that's arepas and this other dish that is very like, they're very, they're not that crazy like hard
What did
to
you
make.
ripas?
Arepas is kind of like a corn cake
Okay,
that
all
you
right.
put. I make them. I mean, I could make you guys one time. It's
Oh, yeah?
easier to make, and you just put whatever you want inside, mostly cheese,
Now I-
like that stuff.
Oh, right.
It's so that's, but like
We
when
should
you
do a trade-off. I'll bring you some lobster
yeah.
sometime.
Oh, actually, they in Venezuela, if you go during the holiday times during Christmas, they have this thing called ayaca, which is kind of like a wrapped, like a plantain, wrapped tamale and plantain,
Right.
the green plant, that you wrap it up, and that's like a very traditional thing
Yeah.
that people do. And actually, as a family thing, you do it. Like we did it one time with my dad and my mom, like back in Maryland. It's a thing because it's a whole process. It takes a while. You gotta like cook the stuff that you put the stuff inside, and then you cook it, and then
Yeah.
there's like a little assembly line.
Oh
where
yeah,
you
that
make
one
the
looks like
thing.
a tamale.
How
Yeah.
long does it take to
That
put
one
them
takes
together?
a,
Like, to
that
prep
takes
all that
because then
stuff?
that takes a whole time. That's like a whole like evening. So it's
Oh,
like a
wow.
whole like family thing that you do it, and then you cook it, and then you wrap it, and then you boil it, and then so you do a lot because you freeze them. And then people, like a lot of people, either give them to the other family members, or some people do them to sell them, because they're very like, once you have them freeze, you put them you boil it, you heat it up, and you eat it like, so everybody
Right.
eats that during the whole, during the holidays or
And
Christmas.
can I ask this in my rest of the world ignorance that I've moved here with, right?
Yeah.
Because I will say, like, we didn't even have taco. Like, there was one Taco Bell in all of England when I was living in England. I knew
What?
where it was. It was in Manchester, in the Arndale Centre, Manchester. Only Taco Bell I could find. There's finally taco places there now and stuff, but it's a very foreign idea to a lot of places in the rest of the world. So I move here, and now I'm eating a lot of South
Mexican
American
food,
food
yeah.
and Mexican food that I'm being introduced to. But this wrapping in the stalks stuff, like
Yeah.
when everything's wrapped in the stalks,
Like a corn stalk. Yeah.
yeah. What is the benefit of this?
Wait, what?
I think it cooked.
You
I
know
think
what-
that's just how you cook
Oh,
it.
no,
And
that's
just how
like
you
a tamale.
Yeah, that's how
like-
you cook it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
like tamales and stuff, because I don't.
so it doesn't
find
fall. It doesn't hold.
good.
No, because you don't eat
shapes
it.
Yeah, and I don't eat it or
No, you
anything.
don't eat it.
Of course, I don't eat it, but I'm just like, isn't
No,
it a
because
bit of-
it's a
you
way.
gotta
It's
find
cooked.
the
No,
food
because
in
it's
it.
how you cook it, and like, first of all, it puts it all into a place because it's like it's all flour. Like
See,
you
this is
put.
good. People want to know this. I swear to God, but
Yeah.
but
There are
people
white
who live here
people
don't
that-
have to know
Next
this.
time we should do. I mean, maybe I'll bring. There's places now that sell arepas here and all over. You
Yeah.
know, in LA. But like no, for the ayaca or the tamale, it's like yeah, you just because it's like you put you put like this is the flour that you make. Then
Yeah.
you put it's like a pizza. Like you put the flour here.
Yeah.
Then you put all the stuff that you make that you cook. You put it inside. Then you wrap it, and that's why you need the leaves outside to wrap it, to boil it, to
Yeah.
cook it, to keep it all in place, and also gives a little flavor too, like a little like
Okay.
flavor of
I
the.
guess too. It keeps the
So,
Yeah.
keeps the liquid inside. It
Yeah.
keeps it nice and juicy.
But that's the whole point.
probably.
You open it, and then
Okay.
it's like right there.
Because
And-
whenever I'm
It's a
in
plate, too.
Hollywood here at
Ends
a
up being
high-
And it's a plate too. Yeah.
and it's a plate, but yeah, okay, but it's what do you do with that shit? See,
No,
I
you
like
throw it
I like
away.
finger
Wipe
foods
your
at a
ass with it
party that you
afterwards.
Yeah.
can that you
What
shit
is
eat
it
it
all
all.
out?
Use a baby
I feel like
diaper.
you should be able to eat everything,
Nah.
and I'm
nah.
always left with this fucking
Yeah, you don't eat
corn
it.
stalk,
You don't-
corn cob thing,
it's
or
like
whatever.
being
I'm
left
like,
with a
what do I
wrapper for a cheeseburger.
Yeah, or it's kind of like
Toss
a
it out.
bone. Like you don't eat the bone
Right,
of
it's
a,
a
of a
bone.
ribeye.
Wait, you don't eat the bones?
I eat some of the bones, but
I keep it around. It depends on what's on my plate. I'll use it to scoop things
Yeah.
onto my fork.
There you go.
well, I want to talk before this because I know we got a quick one today. But speaking of rich people, I went to the tennis tournament in Palm Springs in Indian
yeah.
Wells. The BPN tennis tournament. It's really nice. Have you ever been to a tennis tournament
I
before?
have, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have you, Brian?
I have not.
Yeah, because it's funny because I want to talk about how like the how people the cheering thing because over there it's like you don't.
Was it very polite?
Yeah, it's very like you
Yeah.
don't like there's because people be like yeah come on and as soon as somebody's about to serve like just quiet.
Yeah.
You know, like nobody
And you
like.
can get in deep shit.
Oh, you can get
You
if,
get
if you're
kicked
about
out.
to serve somebody else, like they can
They
kick
just
you
kick you
out.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
I
you
was-
can do
yeah.
that. It's all about like golf.
Yeah, like I went to Wimbledon and
Oh, you did? Nice.
Yeah, but I didn't get into the main court.
Yeah, but still, you were in the ground.
But somebody got kicked out of the main court. Yeah, because there's a big hill outside Wimbledon. You can just
Yeah, you
drink
can there.
and
Yeah,
hang out. And
same
just
thing
the
for that.
atmosphere is amazing,
Yeah,
and you can kind of hear tennis happening. Well, of course you can hear tennis happening all around you, but
yeah.
and then somebody had gotten kicked out, so we watched him get removed, right? And they were just cheering during the gameplay or whatever, which seemed because we didn't find it offensive.
Yeah,
or anything,
yeah,
but
yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you
they
can
get-
yell, but and it's also like some people were, some people also yell about like, come on, like give instructions to the players. Like those people, like, what are you doing?
Like they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's kind of like, come on, like hit it, like come
Yeah.
on, get it, like get it farther deep. Like, what are you doing?
It's
Like,
also
you're
illegal.
well, no, if you're the coach, but I'm saying like
Yeah,
people
if
that
you're
are
the coach,
fans
yeah.
when they yell, it's kind of like when people like with comics they come up to you like yelling like, hey, you gotta try this. It's like,
Yeah.
get the,
I got a
sir.
punchline for you.
It's
And
like,
you're
yeah,
"Get
you're
outta here.
not,
What are you
you're
doing?"
like,
Come on, Venus, put some
Yeah.
effort in.
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah,
am.
yeah,
What are
yeah,
you
yeah.
talking about?
Don't you hear me grunting? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what is it with that?
that's what I wanted to talk about. Like,
Okay.
why
Oh.
do people? I mean, it's kind of like you're
it-
sitting down drinking beer,
Yeah.
yelling at somebody. Like, I mean, in any sport, it's kind of
Yeah.
like hockey, it could be football, basketball. It's like all you gotta do. I mean, just support. Like, hey, go, yeah, go,
Yeah.
or but like to tell somebody to be like, come on, like you give them an advice. It's like
Yeah.
you're not the person to give advice.
Yeah, or people who are like properly heckling and trying to get under somebody's skin or whatever, like yelling that you're an amateur or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm like, shut up, old man, or whatever.
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, I mean,
you never played pro. so-
yeah, yeah. It's just funny how like it just gives you that. I mean, I guess once you're in there, you think that I don't know if the adrenaline that you're watching the show that you think, or the game or whatever,
Yeah.
that you think that you're like become an athlete. It's like, no, you're not. You suck. That's why you're sitting there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
You're so-
kind of like,
You're lucky enough to have made enough money to afford these
yeah.
seats,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
shut the
lucky
fuck
you're
up.
Watching it, yeah.
yeah. So
I was
it's-
asking, like, when the athletes grunt, it's always.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that's a
mm.
muscle contraction thing, though, right? They're
Yeah.
tensing up.
I,
All
I
their
looked it up,
muscles
and it said
in,
basically
in
it's-
tennis, you mean? Or
yeah, or
anywhere.
in sports in
Yeah.
general. And basically, this
Yeah.
says it's a mixture of distracting your opponent, and it provides more power. It helps you generate more.
Yeah,
power.
well,
That's
because when
good.
you release, you go like if I
Yeah.
swing in a forehand, I go, ah, like,
Yeah.
well, I don't know
It's
when.
good that they acknowledge
Ah.
that it's distracting to your opponent
Yeah,
as well,
it's
because
gotta be.
I thought that used to be a thing that they would. No, it's not that. It's just my muscle
Yeah.
contractions, and because it's hugely
Of
distracting.
course.
I
And
would
yeah, you
almost-
see when you watch tennis, you see everyone's got their own specific.
Yeah,
grunts
some
and-
people. I mean, well, there was actually one Sharapova, Maria Sharapova.
Yeah.
I think she got in, or people were complaining about her because she was too loud. Like it was too much. She
Right.
would, she would be like, ah,
Oh, Lord.
ah, like every time she was,
Yeah.
doing a 400 backhand, it became, and the other players were going like, all right, this
Wonder-
is just too
Yeah,
much.
this is too crazy.
Like
Wonder
you
if
gotta
they-
keep it,
Tennis players should get penalties for gaslighting.
Yeah,
What are you whining about, lady?
Jeez. Well, yeah,
on.
that was a good day watching.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was like it's cool. I love tennis so much. It was just fun to just like, it was
Yeah.
during the I got to see the tail end of the tournament so I got to see the semifinal and the final, which
Yeah.
actually a British guy won.
All right.
For the men's, and
Was it Come On Tim? No. I
it
think
was
he's one of
Cameron
those guys.
Norrie.
Okay. All right.
Cameron Norrie, not Tim Henman.
No, I'm
No, he's
I'm kidding, I'm
retired.
kidding. I know that's who I saw.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
That would
yeah.
be who I saw
That was
at
a while
Wimbledon
back.
back in the day. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was fun. It was like it was just and then we went to so we were in Palm Springs, and it was I also went to this Pioneer Town. Have you been to this?
Can I just ask a tennis question though?
Sure.
Do you have stands across from you as well, and that you can watch?
What do you mean?
Like, is there a stand on the other side of the tennis court?
A stand?
Stands, where you
Yeah,
sit
there's
and
it's
watch
a,
the game.
it's a stadium.
It's surrounded. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got one across. So do you watch them for a bit, and does everybody really move in unison?
Oh yeah, I was watching that the
that's-
other
It
way.
is wild.
Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is it
it's
like
fun.
is it entrancing to
Mm.
watch the stands across from you just going?
Yeah, everybody's
Right.
into.
And then one dude, you could just weird out the other stands by just being
Just staring.
just stare ahead while everybody around you is going side to side and just fucking.
It is. It's just even the ball kids, they're still doing. They gotta go.
Oh, the ball boys, yeah, right.
Yeah, they're all doing that. You know, everybody's doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, like yes, everybody's in unison. Everybody does it together. You know, but no, it was fun. I mean, I wanted to talk about that whole thing about the whole like grunting of it, or like the whole like people yelling like stuff when they give advice to players, which is very annoying. You know, in terms of like of that. But it was
just cheer.
One thing though that I wanted
like
to
the comedy thing too. It's like when somebody shouts after a punchline.
Just laugh or don't laugh
cheer,
or or like you know. But another thing I wanted about with traveling and stuff, like it was new. You had to go in. Well, you had to be. I think everybody had to be vaccinated to get into the tournament. But there was a thing that you had to like download on Clear. You know that app Clear.
Yes.
Or that, and then you had to like download your stuff that you're vaccinated to show it off. So that was like which is interesting. It's kind of like a new thing, I guess. What's gonna be happening now with travel or like with events, concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That was happening in Canada too.
Really?
Yeah, I had to show your vaccination
like your
status
vaccinations
everywhere you went in Canada
to get into places,
into a bar or whatever.
Which is so that's interesting. Like that's the kind of like the. You know, it's like another like the ID. You know what I mean? It's like or again, you know, like another thing, which is, you know.
At least you don't have to pay extra for that, or I'd have a conspiracy theory. About that
that's true.
Being a money spinner as well. Yeah. So you said something about Pioneer Town?
Oh yeah, it's this place like in 50 minutes from India or Palm Springs. It's like a little like Western town. Have you been there?
I have not.
You have? Yeah. Have you been to this Papiet and Harris?
Yes.
It's great, right?
Great
food.
It's really good barbecue.
Good barbecue,
They have live shows,
Oh, is it the place that's outdoor, outdoors?
Yeah.
And there's a
Paul McCartney played there.
Did he really?
Yeah. Paul McCartney had a concert there. Yeah.
That's a neat little town.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really small.
It's
like
literally
like a street. It's just it's nice. It's cool to take pictures and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. We went there to eat some barbecue and stuff like that, and to like. But I also went there. I got to see it the first time when we went there during the pandemic. Me and my girlfriend we rented an Airbnb into this like little like Airbnb in the middle of the desert. You know, which my girlfriend didn't like because it was like after we got there, it was literally like a little bed that you get on top and in the middle of nowhere.
I've been there,
it was like because she was then scared that some wild coyote or something was gonna come in because he was like it's just like a little I liked it. I mean, I had fun with it.
I had the same issue with an ex-girlfriend of mine many years ago. We got a place in San Diego. And
by the way, she got the place. She found the place.
Oh, she found it.
I didn't even do it.
As I was gonna say, I feel like leaving it to the responsibility to the person who's going to complain the most, because I tend to be happy wherever I've just stayed in so many shit places, I guess, in my career.
Yeah, I'm fine with anything.
I already get myself into the mindset. I'll just throw my suitcase down, I'll unfold it, and I'll just get on with my life.
By the way, that's the kind of camping, I guess it's called glamping, that I like to do. Like, I don't mind being in the. But to be sleeping outside and all that, I'm good. Let me have a little like nice place, like little cabin or whatever that I can go.
You feel a little safer, don't you?
Yeah, and
like
also
you're not prepackaged for the bear that's gonna
I
come
know.
kill you
And also like, why? Like I'm fucking like. I mean, this is not wartime. We're not like dealing with like hunger.
Why?
Like why? Like if I'm doing this for vacation. To have time, I'm gonna be fucking like freezing and fucking cooking my own now. Why? Like I mean,
you're officially getting more mature. You're officially getting older because I never cared when I was younger, but now I just want comfort.
Right, I just want comfort. Like
Camping, it ends up being a hobby because you're like, there's so much involved in it. You have to buy stuff.
You have to
live that life.
Yeah, you have to like be like that's your shit.
You can't casually camp.
No.
Yeah. I mean, there are places, but
in your 20s, if somebody...
but I still wouldn't. It wasn't my thing, but I guess I would. Yeah, when you're in your 20s or like early 18s, whatever.
Okay, in your 20s, if somebody asks you to go to like a music festival or something, you just say yes.
Oh yeah,
and
you
then
don't
in your
care.
30s, when somebody asks you to go to a music festival, you go, "What are the arrangements?"
Yes.
And then you will say yes. And then in your 40s and over, if somebody asks you to go to a music
is it
festival,
VIP?
You're like, is it VIP?
I'm not gonna
How
hang
will
out.
I be?
Yeah, that's
So
right.
that's
I'm not
the
hanging
worst.
with.
That
I'm
is
not
the-
hanging with the commoners. Fucking like
Yeah.
little fucking 20-year-olds will be like, yeah, get the fuck
Peasants.
out
That's
from
the
me.
natural graduation.
That's so
of it.
true because when I was like, I used to go to like a festival when I was young. Until yeah, you don't give a shit. You're just like there,
Yeah.
and the whole
You
time
get a
like,
ticket.
yeah,
Woo!
you don't care. You just want to party and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But like, yeah, now I'm like, yeah, if I'm going to Coachella, I gotta be like stay in a nice place, and then also like VIP tickets. I
Yeah.
don't want to be like in the fucking like.
Yeah.
Yeah, my last couple of years doing like the Glastonbury Festival, which is the biggest festival in the world. But I remember the last couple times I did it, I needed to have my car close to my tent because I know it's gonna rain at some point. But all that shit I didn't care about in my 20s. All of a sudden, I'm like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
need to be able to dry off. Or
Well,
I
when
need
your
to
back
be able
hurts
to
after 10
escape.
minutes of standing, you're like, okay, well, come on, we can't.
Yeah,
be
that's
doing
the
that.
other
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
like,
oh, of
it's
course.
Like, it's like, wait, is it? Wait, am I gonna stand in for 10 hours?
Yeah.
Nah, I
Dude,
need
yeah.
to pay to sit down. What are we eating?
Yeah.
Before I leave for like weekend trips, I'll be like, I'll have a little pill bag of different stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
if I get, if
Oh,
my head starts
yeah.
to hurt halfway through the day, you got your stuff.
Of
if you
course.
got, I've got my allergy medicine.
Of
you
course,
got,
I got all my shit.
Yeah, because they're at these music festivals now too. They have the motorhomes and stuff.
Oh, like the
that are-
RVs?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
which are a lot of extra charge. But I remember I used to laugh at them. I used to go, "That's not a real experience. I'm out here with the people. We're all, we're gonna have a
We're getting
campfire.
crazy in the
Some
dirt.
cool
We're all-
shit's
yeah.
gonna happen." And now I'm like,
okay.
yeah. That's
Yeah, yeah.
You
how
take
do
a
I get a
midday
hold
nap.
of these people? That's
Yeah,
that's an
like actually,
experience.
I know we got a little bit of time left, but like, yeah, when we went to with me and my girl, we went to Tulum. We stayed at this place at this hotel, which was also like very like rustic and stuff like that, and like, so basically when we get there, which also when I wanted to rent a car. I mean, I needed to rent a car. I wanted like the cheapest one. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
in Mexico. I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I don't want to get robbed. And then they get there and they're like, hey, we don't have, we don't have and I'm like,
Please tell me they gave you an upgrade.
well, I was like, just give me whatever the fuck. He's like, well, all I got is a Mustang. And I was like, I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. And then when I'm driving the Mustang, I'm going like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I'm gonna get robbed here and kidnapped because that's my like South American thing.
Oh, was it a
talking.
Flash Mustang or
It was
it
a yellow Mustang.
Oh, geez.
Basically, I'm like,
That's always the
hey,
last
I'm a
one.
tourist.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, like.
That's always the last one left is
Yeah.
the yellow Mustang because I wound up with a yellow
Oh,
Mustang
yeah.
before as well.
I mean,
think
it
in
was,
Canada one
and then the
time.
thing is, like, we get there, so then I get to that place, to that hotel, and we park, and it's like it's basically sand. Like, so then we have to walk to the place. It's all sand, and we're like going, and I'm going like, what the fuck? Where's the floor?
Yeah.
I'm going like, I want a lobby.
Yeah.
Like, and there's
Yeah.
like, so it's like a little like a little office, and they're like, oh, here's we get the room. It's like a little cabin, and like. Yeah, but it's very rustic. There's no electricity from like during the day, and like
Right.
it was nice, but for like it was like 2 or 3
Yeah.
days. It was nice
Yeah.
because it was you would take a shower outside and the water whatever, and then when you wake up in the morning, you literally walk to the beach and you could have breakfast there. So
Yeah.
that was nice, but that was like as much as I
Yeah. Didn't do it for
had.
much more than that.
Yeah, like if
Right.
it was too
Yeah.
like if it was literally camping on the beach, I'm like, no,
No.
let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Like, let's
yeah.
go to a fucking hotel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's cool, but like
We've proved we're all old. Is what we've done.
I just man, I'm like I think
Like our creature comforts.
Yeah.
man, I think it's like especially if you're doing like if it's like if you're paying for this, you know what I mean? Like
True.
this is like your
Yeah.
a vacation, you're paying, you want to relax, and like you're gonna now. I mean, unless like you said, if that's your thing, that's
Yeah.
your hobby. Like that's a hobby. Like if that's your hobby to
Yeah.
camp and you like being in the try to light the fire, whatever it is. Cool, but nah.
I love putting it that way. If you like trying to light the fire,
Fire.
whatever.
mean,
Fine.
But yeah, that's 100%.
I get it.
And I'd say that about those experiences too. If you go there for entertainment, so if you're at I guess it would be a music festival or whatever
Yeah.
outdoors. I've also come to feel, and I say this to people, like it'll be better if you could see them in a purpose-built venue
Yeah.
than seeing them at a so you're waking up, you're trudging through the mud at the music festival, and then the amount that I used to love all of this,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, oh god, I just want to go to the
I
just want to go to
sleep.
yeah, just take me to a theater and let me watch them and relax. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll even
I
sit
wanna-
down.
I want a bathroom, not a party party. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Oh,
Like,
God.
that too.
like, cause it's like no, it's fun when like
we
I
are
remember.
aging ourselves there. We're
Yeah.
like,
No, I
yeah.
remember when I went
This
to
is
the
not
ones
the
that were
millennials
fun. Like they were
podcast.
like, yeah, you just, but like, and also, cause also, yeah, you need to have the energy when you're like really young, like
Yeah.
college. That you can fucking like sleep for like 3 hours and you wake
Yeah,
up
you
the
don't
next
give a
day and you're
shit.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no way I can do that right now. Like, fucking.
Take some Molly for the weekend
Oh,
and you're good.
oh no, I'm fucked for like 6 months.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna have to fucking get a baby diaper fucking so I can shed myself. So,
Yeah, we gotta conserve our energy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun. We're back.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back, and I love our new little digs here. We
New
got
little
a
studio. We're gonna have. So
this is
remember
very
to
fun and nice.
subscribe to the Standby Podcast YouTube channel. That's where we need the views and the comments, and also listen to us in Spotify. Follow us in there, and then an Instagram and Twitter. Follow us there, and if you have any questions, please DM us or write us in the comments. And
Yeah,
we're gonna have
because
great
that would be a
guests.
fun segment if you guys start writing in with your questions or stories. Like we haven't quite figured out how to approach this yet, but we'll do either or if you have questions. But if you have a great story of like, did I do the right thing, or did I like say you ditched somebody on holiday, or like you talking about tents and stuff. I left a tent at Glastonbury once because it got half swept away in a rainstorm, and I never saw the guy and the girl who I was sharing the tent with again. That was it.
They
That was
flew
the end
off.
of our relationship. But anyway, if you have any stories like that, send us in your stories, and then I can
We can read them.
yeah,
you
I can
know.
read
Yeah.
them out, and Francisco could judge, or vice versa. I could go,
Most likely it'll be
so
like
and
that.
so ditched it. Yeah, that's it. I think
Or
that'd be
Brian
really
can
fun.
read.
read 'em,
Brian
yeah.
can read it,
Or
and we can.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
we can debate.
We can debate like whom was right.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. So
And we'll
that
be
could
having
a little
guests on
bit of
very
fun.
soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah.
him guests to us here because now we have this nice studio and great studio. So we're gonna have guests here. So hopefully by
Yeah.
next week or maybe in 2 weeks we're gonna have our first guest.
That would be
Yeah.
really fun. I'm totally inspired to do that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that would be great.
So remember, keep subscribing, keep listening, keep sharing because that's what we need. And thanks for listening. Bye,
Yeah.
hello.